Hey everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite or Might. I am Jim Ross, here with Lois and with Wade Barrett. And today on Dynamite we're going to see a return match between Xena and Aries because, well, since Aries has said that he doesn't believe he could have lost that fast to Xena like he did. So today that's the match we're going to have here today. Jim Ross said, well, I could tell you one thing, Lois says, no need what Aries says or what he doesn't say, what he believes when he doesn't believe. He did take that loss to Xena way back on Power and Might. It still happened. And him believing he didn't lose to her, well, I guess that's really, truly too bad. What do you mean that's too bad? Wade Barrett said. I mean, he's the god of war. He should be having onlooky Lois for him. But then again, I know you have a yesteryear of him too, so wouldn't strike me. But if he said he could have beat Xena like that, then I truly believe he could have beat her like that. You know, no way she could have beaten him that smoothly. You know, I don't believe that at all. Wade Barrett said, well, whether you believe or not, Lois said it happened. Well, that's right, Jim Ross said, it did happen. And now Xena's going to have her return match with him. So, here I am, once again. I gotta have another match with you, Aries, because in your mind, you think that I didn't beat you. In your mind, you can't believe how you lost that fast to me the last time we did fight. And I don't like coming out all the time on my shows, I don't. But I guess I have to, because in your mind, you think that it didn't track as you lost to me. So why don't we come out again, and I can beat you the same way I beat you before. Yeah. Well, Xena, you wanted to get rid of me. I mean, you wanted to get me fired. You wanted me gone from the TWF. But sadly, that looks like that is not happening. So, and the only grounds to how you beat me was that you made the chakram, you made the flying ring, I should say, the flying ring lawful. If the flying ring was not lawful, there's no way you would have beat me. Oh, is that right, huh? Well, too bad, because you got your sword. You know, you got your godhood, too. You know. And even with that, I still always beat you. So, why don't you have we'll have our return or comeback match again. But I'm going to beat you like I did before. Sorry about that, Jim Ross said, and now we're going to go into it now. Aries looks like he's got everything under run ding. Well, we got the ringer rang, and it looks like we got this match now. And the flying ring can't even keep in her hand. That is so. That's bad, Jim Ross said. Well, there it went. Well, Lois said this one always did have a hang up of if it's keeping in her hand or not. You know. Always did have a hang up, keeping in her hand, Lois said. Well, Jim Ross said, we'll see if Aries can beat her this time. Wade Barrett said, I think Aries got a game goal this time. Oh yeah, the same game goal he did before, he just ran right into her. You know, so much for that game goal, Jim Ross says. Runs right into her. Well, she had the flying ring again, Wade Barrett says. Oh, is that so, huh? Lois said, well, he's the one who ran into it. You know, it's over. 1, 2, for 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Xena. So once again, the owner, Xena, has beat Aries again here. Has once again beat Aries once again here on, this time on Dynamite or Might. And you know, whatever game goal Aries may have had, it didn't quite work. Because at the end of the day, whatever game goal he may have thought he had, he still ended up losing. You know, he ended up losing to Xena again. Jim Ross says, I keep telling you. Wade Barrett said, it's that flying ring of hers, that's what's doing him in. Well, if that's true, Lois says, if that's true, Lois said, that he needs to come up with a new game goal because he just lost to her 2 times. Well, Jim Ross said Aries will have a lot to bitch about, I guess. A lot of shaming, a lot of scathing, a lot of guilting, a lot of sliding to do. And now he's going to be talking with Gorilla Monsoon. Yes, Jim Ross, I'm going to be talking with Aries here, the God of War. Alright, Aries. You wanted to have your rematch, or whatever you wanted to call it. It didn't quite go the way you wanted to go. You still took a loss. I'm telling you, Gorilla Monsoon, it's that flying ring. That's why I lost to her. Once again, she made a match where the flying ring was lawful. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that flying ring, I would have beat her. Well, you keep telling yourself that, Gorilla Monsoon says, even though it was you who ran at her right into it, which led you to losing to her, losing to Xena again. And the only grounds to why the flying ring was lawful in the match because she's one of the half owners of the TWF, and she keeps making that the oversight. Well, you got a lot of forgivenesses coming up, and I'm sure you're going to be scathing, shaming, guilting, and sliding others. What do you know about scathing, shaming, guilting, and sliding, Gorilla Monsoon? I would have had Xena beat if it wasn't for her flying ring. And it is what it is. And I will get my win over her, since I am the God of War. Well, Aries still believing that he only lost sense of the flying ring. Back to you, Jim Ross. Well, thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Aries, the God of War, here on Dynamite or Might. That's all the time we got here for Dynamite or Might. I am Jim Ross, for Lois, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Dynamite or Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact on Access TV or Smash on Inside Farseer.